Hi, it's Andy Phillips here, and this is just a small addendum to the training that we do for the WordPress landing page and the squeeze page packs. This is really about iframe, and things have changed slightly with Google. They've changed the player, made it easier to play with Mac products. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to put one of the iframe videos into a squeeze page that we've produced. This is just one that comes out of the squeeze page pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go into the back end, and the first thing we've got is a plugin that you're going to be installing, and that plugin can be found under the settings when you've installed it. It's called iframe embed for YouTube. So if we just go to plugins and just add new, and all you've got to do in here is type in iframe and hit search, and what you'll find is this one down here. There's a few that are doing iframe plugins, but this is the one we use. It's called iframe embed for YouTube. So you just click on install, which you've already done. So when you've done that, it will come up in the settings in iframe embed for YouTube, and when you click on that, it will come up with this, and this has got like a generic width and a height, which is fine. So you can just make sure you've saved the changes for that one, and it makes it very, very simple to actually install a plugin for it. So if I go to our pages and go into one of the pages here, in fact I shall go into a different one. I'm going to go into this one here. This is the front page that I've got set up, and as you can see, it's this is just a test page. It's got Latin and stuff like that in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a video into just underneath here. Now in the past, obviously, we had to embed our code in HTML on the HTML side, because it's code, so we need to embed code in HTML. Now we don't need to do that. We can do that in Visual, because we're using a plugin and we're using iframe. Now iframe is a really good way of doing it. It's a new player they have, but it actually allows Flash to play on other products, which in the past it was finding difficult to do, including the Mac products. So it's a step towards helping that happen, and that can only help your sales pages. It can only help videos that you put into your site. So whatever WordPress site you've got, you can use this plugin. When you've got the plugin, you'll see this new little tab which says iframe embed for YouTube, and all you have to do is you have to click on that, and it will come up with enter the URL. So we don't even have to enter code anymore. So we can go over to here, and I'm going to just put one of the videos in from one of my channels here, and it's going to be this one. So it's going to have lead generation success workshop, and you can see it's a white background and there's no black line around it at all. Okay, so we want that to happen again. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now with this time, instead of clicking on the embed, we click on share, and we just copy the actual URL. You can do it from up here as well, but this is, I'm just showing the right way to do it. So we copy that, and we go back here, and we just simply paste it in and insert, and that will insert this piece of code, or this short code, into your WordPress site. Now that's great, but it will be on the left, and for this all I do is I quickly go into this and I can center it. So I just need to find that piece of code which is there, and I can do just straight HTML center coding, which is an open tag and then center, close, and then at the end here we're just going to do the same thing, except we're going to put a / in before we put the word center, if I could spell, and that will center the video. And all we do is we just upload that or update that and view our page. we just go down to where it is, you'll see there's a video and it's centered. Now the thing I'm going to show you here is when I embed this, in fact what I'll do is I'll just quickly go back into the back ends of this site and I'll do an embed, and what I'll do is I'll do it in here so you can see the difference. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because we want it to look as good as we possibly can, and there's a little thing with the iframe plugin and iframe in general that doesn't quite do the same widths and heights. So if I embed this and I just go for the, if you notice I'm going for 640 by 385, which is what I've got on there. So we just copy that and go back to this site, and because I'm embedding actual coding, I'm having to do this in the HTML side. Actually, what I need to do, if I go back here, this is the object one. So, and I'm just going to paste that in and update that. Now I'm not going to censor it. I can censor it in a while, but I'm not going to censor it. I just wanted to show you something here. In fact, I will censor it so we're all singing from the same hymn sheet. This is what actually happens when you embed. You can see this, and you can just hit that and it'll center it. So now we're on the same playing field completely. We've got two centered videos on our page, and this is quite important if you're a perfectionist like I am. Actually this coding's come off of this one, but it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make here is if I play this now, you can now see that there's no black line around it. It looks great. It's the right size and everything. Okay. And you've got the video playing. And this is the old type of player. This is the new type of player. And if I play this, you can see you've got black lines down the side. And all that is a size issue. And all we do for that is we just go back into the back end, and this is the new one. I'm going to put the center tags on there again because they've fallen off. Sometimes they do on WordPress. HTML tags tend to fall off sometimes, but we just go back into the iframe embed for YouTube sites, and instead of 385, if we put 390 in there and just save the changes, it's just a small change, but well worth it. Let's go back. I was going to edit this page. Then when we go down to here, actually I'm going to do it in the HTML side. I'm just going to find that code again and put these simple HTML tags in. Once you've done this, it's fine once you've got it up and running, but if you're going back in and entering text and other bits and pieces and editing, sometimes it sort of falls off, so you just got to make sure it's back in there. And I'm just going to update that and view page. Okay, now we've got the two centered videos, and if you remember when I played this one, there was no black line around it, which is exactly what you want, because it looks quite good. And all I've done is done a little bit of a fiddle on the sizing of this, and you've got no black lines around that one now. It's just 5 pixels difference, but it allows you to go back into that plugin and just change just the size of this by 5 pixels. And you can have a little fiddle around because it might not be exactly the same for your one. You might have a bigger video, a smaller video, whatever. But you can literally just have a little fiddle around in that and just get the right size and make it look right for you. So that's all from this video. This just help you to put your videos into the Squeeze Page Packs, because we've had a few little issues on all WordPress sites. It's not just the themes that I do, but it's all WordPress sites. So, but now you've got that. So I'll speak to you soon.